control a circulator pump with 2 radiant floor heat zones so that the pump activates when either zone calls for heat. Consider using a Honeywell Rate 186C6 zone N switch relay. Here's how to wire it up. Firstly, connect the Zone 1 thermostat. Connect the thermostat's call for heat terminal to terminal on the relay. Secondly, connect the Zone 2 thermostat. Connect the thermostat's call for heat terminal to terminal B on the relay. Thirdly, connect the circulator pump. Connect one wire from the circulator pump to terminal C on the relay. Fourthly, connect the power. Connect the other wire from the circulator pump to a power source. Fifthly, connect the common. Connect terminal N on the relay to the neutral wire. Here's how it works. When either thermostat calls for heat, it will complete a circuit through the corresponding terminal on the relay. This will energize the relay coil and close the contact between terminals C and N. As a result, power will be supplied to the circulator pump, which will start heating water and pumping it through both radiant floor heat zones. Once both thermostats are satisfied and turn off their call for heat signals, the relay will de-energize and the circulator pump will stop. This setup ensures that the circulator pump only runs when at least one zone requires heat, optimizing energy usage and providing efficient heating for the radiant floor system. The Honeywell Rate 186C relay is designed to manage multiple zones and provides a simple solution for integrating the thermostats and circulator pump. Its N switch functionality makes it suitable for various heating control scenarios, allowing for easy expansion and modification of the system if needed. It is also recommended to consult the manufacturer's datasheet for the relay. Datasheets contain a variety of important information such as ratings for maximum amperage, voltage and wattage. They also may have specifications for environmental variables like maximum and minimum ambient temperature for the product and humidity and moisture. They may also contain a drawing that shows the physical dimensions of the product so that the appropriate space can be made available to house the product. Other information contained in the datasheet could be torque settings for the terminals so that the wires that are landed on the terminals are secured properly to provide good uninterrupted reliable service. It is also important to properly size the wire that is to be used to wire the product for its appropriate application to ensure that the wire is not undersized and can handle the amount of amperage that it is expected to carry in normal operation. Refer to the local and national electrical codes such as the NEC or National Electrical Code to make sure that all wiring is performed safely and appropriately and according to code. Make sure that any electrical work is performed by qualified licensed personnel that know and understand the risks involved in electrical work. Follow appropriate lockout/tag-out procedures to de-energize any electrical circuits so that they are safe to work on to prevent any injury. Work should not be performed on live circuits. Wear the appropriate personal protective equipment such as safety glasses and insulated gloves that are appropriate for the voltage of the equipment that is to be worked on. Do not work on any electrical equipment or circuits if you are not qualified or feel unsafe in any way. Radiant floor heating offers advantages like consistent temperatures and energy efficiency when properly managed. The wiring and control mechanisms are essential for optimizing system performance.